Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have a Decepticon mystery box. Yes! And we have a lot of cool things in here, as you saw from the intro. So anyway, let's get into it. All right. Whoa, that is a lot. That sure is a lot. Okay. So, what should we start with today, guys? What should we start with today? I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Let's start with this Scavenger right here. It was so big. It's a lot bigger than the other figures, and it only has a vehicle form, so it was pretty hard to fit in the box. So here is Scavenger from the Supreme Class Devastator. And we will find more pieces of Devastator in this box. So at the end of the video, we're going to put them all together and see what the Devastator looks like. So there we have Scavenger and the scooper. What do you call it? Little compartment here. All right, cool. So Scavenger. All right, next up we have the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. Really nice figure. I prefer this over the other Studio Series Starscream because this actually has the decals on it, his tattoos, his markings. The other one was just a plain gray. So I do prefer this Starscream over the other one. And I really like the Bayverse Starscream design. I like that he looks like a Dorito, that he's triangle. He's funny. Okay, the ever treacherous Bayverse Starscream. Not as treacherous as the other Starscreams we'll see here, because he didn't really do much in Bayverse.
You fail me yet again, Starscream.
Alright, next up, Transformers Prime Megatron. This was the Robots in Disguise, the mainline Megatron figure we got for Transformers Prime. This is the matte one, the matte gray one. There was another one that I have. I think we're going to see it later in the box. It's the glossy silver one, but I think that was from Takara. This one was from Hasbro. So here is the Transformers Prime RID Megatron. Okay, I think this is a deluxe, yeah, or a Voyager. All right, and riding off that Transformers Prime figure, we have here Dreadwing, one of my favorite Decepticons in Transformers Prime. Dreadwing, rest in peace to Tony Todd, his voice actor. So really cool. What an awesome and interesting character. If only he didn't die. I would have wanted to see what he would do with the Autobots, because for sure he was going to leave Megatron there. He was going to leave the Decepticons, I know.
Betraying my kind is not the same as accepting yours.
So it comes with this gun that if you pull this back, yeah, right there, the blaster. This used to light up, doesn't anymore. I should probably put some batteries in that. All right, so there we have Dreadwing. Really nice. Actually, these are rubber parts, so the little kids back then. I was a little kid when this figure came out, so we wouldn't hurt ourselves on the spikes or poke each other in the eye with these. So yeah, there's a lot of rubber parts here on this Dreadwing here as well. All right. Okay, next up, another piece of what's his name? Devastator. We have Hightower right here. Hightower, really nice crane character. Okay, not much to say. This will be, I think, Devastator's right arm. I think this is his right arm, so yeah, we're going to fold that all out later, guys. Be patient. Don't worry. Stay till the end of the video if you really want to see it. Okay, next up, we got... Oh my goodness. What's his name? Oh, I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, goodness. It's going to be put up here. I'm going to put it in editing, guys. You guys are watching me right now and screaming the name at me. I know, but... Oh, I forgot his name. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's get that later. Here we have... Ooh, I know you guys were looking at this. This is our Bayverse Jetfire.
Behold the eternal glory of Jetfire.
This is actually a third party. This is Byway's Bayverse Jetfire. A lot better than the original, I think. So that's why I got this instead of the Studio Series Jetfire. Anyway, this one is really cool. Comes with a double-sided axe and this little cane he has here that we see him have in the movies. So yes, I know he does leave the Decepticons at one point, but this box is filled with, I guess, people that were Decepticons, or are Decepticons. Anyway, here is his head sculpt. I really enjoy the head sculpt here. This little Heihachi Mishima hair he has going on over there. Though the arms, the fingers do not close. They do not have any finger articulation, so he's stuck holding his axe like that. For the cane, I guess it's okay, but for the axe, it just kind of looks a bit awkward. So there he is. He's pretty big too, and he has some rubber parts right there. Really nice. And the chicken feet, of course, the chicken feet. Nice. Jetfire. I really want to get the War for Cybertron Jetfire, the really big commander class one. I think that looks so cool. All right, moving on. We have the first ever Transformer to ever be shown in cinemas, guys. Or rather, the first Transformer we saw in the Bayverse movies, Blackout. I really, really, really enjoyed that scene where he raided that base, that military base. That was so epic. Like, when I saw that for the first time, I knew I was going to be a Transformers fan for life. So there we have Blackout. He actually has a gimmick where you can press something to make the propellers spin. Oh, speaking of which, we have Scorponok. Speaking of gimmicks, there's Scorponok right there. It's he's in this little compartment that goes in Blackout. So I know there's a bigger one that excuse me, that you can buy in a 2-pack with Blackout, but I don't have that one right now. So there's Blackout, Voyager class Blackout. I really want to get the leader class Blackout, or maybe even the masterpiece one, you know, because I feel like this design isn't as good as the masterpiece or the leader class. Anyway, next up we have, let's get, okay, here is the core class Iguanus. I'm actually missing his weapon, so let's just pretend that he's holding it there. So there is the core class Iguanus from the Legacy series. Very nice. I really like the colors on this figure too. All right, and staying on core class, we have the core class Megatron. I really like this figure. These core class figures are really high quality, man. Like I really enjoy them. And he has a blaster here on his back. So we can just peg that into his hand right there. So now he's holding a blaster and his cannon. Really nice. I really like these core class figures. They're really solid. They're, you know, really, really nice to feel. Anyway, next. Okay, what should we get next? Let's get Mixmaster. And when we take this piece off, you know what? I'm not going to take it off. You guys have to wait till the end of the video to see that. So there is Mixmaster right there. Really nice. This is the main piece, other than Scavenger, for the whole Devastator set, you know. So this is where you put the batteries. This is where everything goes. And this is where Devastator's little ears are. Ears? His bunny ears, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so Mixmaster, really nice. It's pretty solid too. This is where the sounds come from, and the speaker should be somewhere here. Anyway, okay, I'm trying not to rush. You know, I wanna talk about the figures a bit more. I feel like I'm going too quickly, and oh my. Anyway, here we have the Blockies Nemesis Prime. I actually opened this like randomly. I went to the mall with my girlfriend, and I was like, you know what? I want to buy a Blockies or Blokies. How do you say it? I say Blokies. Blokies blind box, and I was really hoping for the Ultra Magnus, but alas, I got the Nemesis Prime. So there he is. Actually, really, really cool design, and the articulation on these figures is actually insane. I was not expecting the articulation to be this good on figures this cheap too. So okay, next up here we have another piece of the Devastator. This is, I feel like Thanos collecting all the pieces of Devastator, you know. It's like my Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Devastator. Okay, so I feel like Thanos. Anyway, here we have, I believe this is Scrapper. Oh my, correct me if I'm wrong. I always mix them up, Scrapper and Rampage. So if you guys can correct me in the comments, which one is Scrapper and which one's Rampage, please let me know. Like, I want to be enlightened. I keep mixing them up. I keep forgetting which one is which. So Scrapper and Rampage. And I think we only have like 1 or 2 pieces of Devastator left. 1 or 2 more Infinity Constructicons left to complete the whole set. So there they are. Really nice. I really like the wheels on these things. They feel like those old school construction toys that I used to play with as a kid, like in the dirt. The wheels are really, really good on these ones. I think they did that on purpose. Really glad I got these. And this one has these cylinders at the bottom that roll. Not as good as the wheels though, but it's there. And the articulation is not too good. Anyway, next up we have my only Transformers 1 figure. Not for long though. This is the Yolo Park D16. D16, not Megatron, because as you can see, the Megatronus Prime decal is still on his shoulder and not on his chest yet, because Sentinel hadn't lasered it on his chest yet. So he's still D16 here. Sorry, he's still D16 here, and before he took on the name of Megatron at the end of the movie. And as you can see, there's a bit of yellowing. Unfortunately, there is a bit of yellowing on some of the parts, like his head, his shoulders, not his forearms, but his thighs as well. But yeah, really nice. I really enjoy this figure. This Yolo Park D16 figure. You can get him to some really cool poses. Very articulate, like that, something cool like that. Boom. All right. Cool. Did you guys like Transformers 1? I personally enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorite Transformers movies. Okay, oops. Here it is. Okay, here is our core class Shockwave. Core class Shockwave, right? Yeah, this is the one. So, by the way, Shockwave is my favorite Transformer, and he has this little satellite dish that he comes with. But other than that, it's a really nice Shockwave sculpt. I really like this, though his calves are hollow here, so not a big fan of that. And the back of the head is hollow as well. But if you look at it from the front, what a nice Shockwave! I mean, you can never go wrong. His design is very logical. All right, next up, sticking to core class, we have this core class Starscream. Really nice. The ever treacherous Starscream. Here he is. Ooh, okay, there we go. I really like the G1 colors. They're really nice. They're really beautiful. This one has a pretty easy transformation, but I don't think I'm gonna do it right now. But yeah, you guys can see where this is going. Really nice, and his cannons on his shoulders right there. All right, you guys have been eyeing this. I've been feeling it. You guys have been eyeing this. This is our Bayverse Soundwave. The thing about Bayverse Soundwave, my favorite part about the Bayverse Soundwave is the head sculpt. Look how scary that is. It doesn't look like any of the other Soundwave designs with his mask and his shades. This just looks like a scary. He looks scary. You know what? If I was living in the Bayverse universe, I would be so glad to learn that Bumblebee just absolutely demolished him. So there is our Bayverse Soundwave. Really nice. I don't have his UFO design, his space design, but yeah, I have this. This is not actually from Hasbro. I think this is the BT01 Soundwave. This is a third party again. I have a lot of third parties. I just prefer the colors on here. The colors and I don't know, the look of this figure is a lot better than the Studio Series one, so I picked this up instead. So there we are, the Bayverse Soundwave. Awesome. All right, finally. I've collected all of the Devastator pieces, all of the Infinity Constructicons, and finally I have the Time Stone. I mean, Long Haul. So we have Long Haul here. I believe this is Devastator's left leg, so we're going to see more of that later. Okay, so there he is. Long Haul. Really nice design. This one is my favorite figure out of all of the Constructicons that we have. I don't know, it's just really nice and solid. It feels very compact. It feels strong, you know? Long Haul. Okay. Next up, we have the Bayverse. Oh, here we go. The Studio Series Bayverse Bonecrusher. Really nice design. I really enjoyed seeing him on screen, though he only had a bit of screen time in the first movie because he immediately got disposed of by Optimus Prime, Mr. Prime. Anyway, so here he is. I wish we could have gotten more scenes with him. I really do enjoy this head sculpt. It feels very ancient Egypt with the beige, the sand color, and the kind of turquoise he has here. I really enjoy ancient Egypt, so a big fan of this design. So his head sculpt is really nice. He looks like a bug. You know, he looks like a StarCraft Zerg. He looks like a mecha Zerg from StarCraft. You know, like a roach. If you guys know what I'm talking about, yo, let me know in the comments. if you understood that. All right, and unfortunately, this figure doesn't come with the kind of claw that looks like that. They're more like forks that they gave us here. Because in the movies, he had more of a like a cylindrical like. Do you guys understand what I mean? It looked more like this. These are more like forks. I know you can combine them to maybe kind of make it look like that, but you know, you're not gonna get the whole effect unless you buy the masterpiece. I should probably get the masterpiece one of these days. You know, I'll probably save up for the masterpiece and I'll put it in some of my videos. So there we have Bonecrusher. What an awesome name. What an awesome name for such a scary robot. Here we have, okay, I'm not sure. I think this is the Transformers Generations Megatron. These were really cheap. These were like $10 a piece. So I went, okay, there's lore to these figures that I have. These four, there's lore to this. So I made it a point that every month I would go to the mall and I would buy one of the four. And it was a 4-month journey that I, oh, that just fell off. Anyway, it was a 4-month journey that I embarked on. You know. Okay, it was a 4-month journey that I embarked on, and it was pretty fun to end up collecting all of these. But now I don't even have a place to display them. But I'm really happy I got all of these. And my favorite figure out of the bunch has to be the Shockwave. Though the alt mode isn't as good because there are a lot of weird awkward parts and not all the pieces peg in together. But this is the Shockwave. This is the highlight of my journey. This was the last one I bought too. So there we have Shockwave, my favorite transform. And I love that the top of this head sculpt makes it look like he has an eyebrow, a unibrow that makes it look like he's frowning. You know, that doesn't make sense. It's not really logical to have that because why would he be frowning if he feels no emotion? Okay, anyway, this is really nice. This was a really fun addition to the piece too. It's a really soft rubber, so that's probably going to break off easily if I'm not careful. It's crazy that I put it at the bottom of the box. Anyway, so there he is. And a closer look at the Soundwave Superior Autobots Inferior. His arm cannon. This does transform into a car, by the way, and not a cassette tape. Okay. And another look at the Starscream. Let's put his wing back on. There we go. Another look at the Starscream. His legs are really loose. Like it's like a plushie almost. So there's a Starscream, and last but not least, this is the Megatron. Okay, all right, we're getting down to like the last few pieces, like the last 10. All right. Ooh. Oh my gosh, no way. I did not even plan that. These are the partners. These two are partners in Transformers Prime. These are both the Takara versions of Breakdown and Knockout, respectively. So this Breakdown was so rare. It took a long time for me to find it, and let alone get it, because of how expensive this was. This Breakdown, because of how rare it is, the price I had to pay for this one was crazy. I'm not going to talk about it too much. So there he comes with his hammer. Let's talk about this knockout in a bit. So he comes with his hammer there, but you can actually flip out his arm to make a hand. So just like in the show, he has his hand, and then you flip it out, he transforms it into the hammer. Boom. How cool is that? So Breakdown, really nice design. I loved his parallel with Bulkhead in the show. So if you guys haven't seen Transformers Prime, go watch it, dude. Transformers Prime, oh, it is the Transformers show. It's so good. But yeah, there are some episodes that do get a bit creepy. When I watched that as a kid, I got creeped out. I watch it again now that I'm an adult, and I was creeped out again. I got scared watching that Arachnid episode. And there is Knockout, though he did switch to the Autobots the end of the show, but for the most part, he was a Decepticon. It's not that good of a sculpt. I do believe that the Transformers Red or Red Knockout figure is a lot better than this. But yeah, there we have Knockout and Breakdown. Awesome figures. Really nice color parallels too. All right, whoa, these are a lot of Bayverse figures, so let's get this. This was actually my first, I think this was my first Decepticon figure that I bought. Okay, so this is the 2007 movie Barricade. I don't have the Last Night Barricade on me right now because, well, I mean, shipments haven't even started yet. So here we have the 2007 movie Deluxe Barricade, the police car, and there we can see his, where is it? to punish and enslave. What a crazy, crazy thing to have on a police car, to punish and enslave. That's crazy, bro. This figure doesn't come with a buzzsaw that he normally has. It's more of a springy hand that opens up to maybe kind of imitate the buzzsaw look, but it doesn't do that much justice. I am excited to get my last night Barricade, because I will for sure be doing a review on that figure when it gets shipped, when my pre-order gets shipped. So there we go. What a nice design as well. I loved using him in the Roblox Transformers game, if you guys have ever tried that before. But you can do a bit of a cool chopping motion with this. That's pretty fun. All right. Okay, speaking of Arachnid, we were talking about her just now. The worst Transformers Prime figure that came out in the line. This Arachnid figure, though it is broken, it's missing a propeller. All right, so this is our Arachnid. I really enjoyed the character, though the figure doesn't do it justice. Good thing we have the third-party Transformers Prime, the APC Toys Arachnid, which is way better. I think it's called the Night Countess. So if I do get it, I'll for sure make a video on it, the Night Countess. But yeah, this is all I have right now. This is the Robots in Disguise Transformers Prime Arachnid. All right, what do you guys want me to get next? Should we stay on Transformers Prime? Yeah, I think we should. So we have our Transformers Prime. I don't think this is the first edition Starscream. Is it? I don't think so. Anyway, this is our Transformers Prime Starscream right here. I really like this design, actually. It doesn't look like his other designs. It's a very unique take on Starscream. Well, obviously the Bayverse, I would say, is the most unique. But this Starscream design stays true to his original G1 design, but at the same time, innovating into the Prime design, which I think is really cool. The head sculpt is really nice. He has a very thin kind of how do I say it, like mischievous silhouette, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I think this design fits Starscream really well. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I prefer this over the G1 design. I really like the G1 design, though I prefer this, because this, I would say this is like my Starscream. When I think of Starscream, I think of this design first, and then the G1 design, and then the Bayverse. So yeah, there we have him with his arm missiles right there. Though in the show he only has one arm missile coming out. All right, there he is, Starscream, our boy. Speaking of Starscream, I laughed so hard when I watched the scene where he was trying to fly away from Megatron, and then Megatron straight up just grabbed his back and then pulled him down and threw him on the floor. I was like, what the heck? That's crazy. Like, if I was Starscream, the only thing I was thinking about that at that time was, if I was Starscream, I would be shitting my pants. Like, I would actually shit my pants if that happened to me and I was Starscream. All right, staying on Transformers Prime yet again. This is the Transformers Prime Deluxe Soundwave.
Soundwave superior. Autobots inferior.
What a nice figure. These are really thin arms, by the way. You guys won't tell if you see it from here, but if you see it from here, these are really thin arms. He has a very, very scary design in Transformers Prime, because his other designs make him look cool. You know, he looks like a badass, but here he's just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. So he's really cool. I really liked his fight with Wheeljack. He's really smart with using his technology, his weapons. And really cool thing about this figure is we can actually take this piece off, and we have Laserbeak right there. Yeah, did you guys like Starscream and Transformers Prime? Let me know that in the comments below. Okay, staying on Soundwave, we have the Transformers animated Soundwave. Sorry, I almost said Starscream. This was the first Transformer my girlfriend got for me, I think. So yeah, I don't have the guitar anymore, though. Would have been really cool if I had the guitar that he comes with. If you guys have seen Transformers animated, he has a little guitar that he holds. So there we have the animated Soundwave. Very blocky design compared to what we just saw, the Transformers Prime design. Because the Prime design was very like spiky and triangular and very vicious looking. how do I, yeah, vicious, lethal looking. And this one just looks, he looks like a toy, you know? I mean, all of them in Transformers animated look like toys. Yeah, I guess this hits the mark. Okay, let's move on. Oh my, there is another Soundwave there, but let's skip that. This is the, I forgot the actual name of this, but this is the third party Megatron, but it was the, I think it was called the Tank Blaster, something like that. My goodness, I forgot. So yeah, I do have a lot of third parties. I know. A lot of them are so much better than the Studio Series counterparts. So here is Bayverse Megatron. All right. You know, I just realized this piece right here is very reminiscent of his shoulder pad in Transformers Prime. Look at that, guys. I just noticed that right now. Dude, it's like the exact same thing. Oh, that's awesome. I just realized that right now. That's so cool. I've probably a lot of you guys have probably noticed that like years and years ago. I just saw it now. So yeah, this is a really nice sculpt. It's pretty heavy too because there are some metal parts in this. So there's the back. There's the little face, kind of face we have in the back. So yeah, Megatron. All right, since we just picked that one up, another Megatron. Okay, so this is the first edition Megatron that came in the Optimus versus Megatron 2-pack. It came with Jack, Raph, and Miko as well. So if you guys want to see that, I actually have an unboxing video that I made recently. It'll be down in the description below, the link to that. So go ahead and watch that after you watch this video. This is a lot better than the mainline series Megatron from Transformers Prime, because the metal on this is a bit shinier, just like in the show. And the arm cannon looks a lot better. Like, look at all the details sculpted into the cannon right there. And looking down the barrel, the translucent plastic, everything about this figure is so cool. The head sculpt is perfect. The proportions are perfect. Everything about this is like the perfect Megatron Transformers Prime figure. So reminds me a lot of the third-party APC Toys Megatron, the Dark Master, which I don't have. I really want to get, but I don't have it. So this really reminds me of that. This is like a scaled-down version. This isn't as big as the other Transformers Prime figures. So yeah, there is Megatron. Make sure to watch my unboxing of this, by the way. It's in the description down below. I know you guys are staring at that Starscream. I know. I can feel it. I can feel it. Just wait, we're gonna save that one for last. So this is the Dark of the Moon Shockwave, one of the coolest Shockwave designs. I mean, look, what a scary Decepticon. Look at all those ridges and the ribbed chest he has there. That is so cool. And the cannon is it's bigger than his leg, dude. The cannon is bigger than his leg, and I love these little weathered effects on his cable, his arm cannon cable. That is so cool, dude. But this is, yeah, again, this is a third party figure. This is the Byway, I think the Byway Spock figure. He's just called Spock, like from Star Trek. So yeah, this is our Shockwave, Bayverse Shockwave. One of the best Shockwave designs, only second to the Transformers Prime Shockwave design. I prefer this one over the G1 again. I mean, there are some G1 designs I prefer over the others, like G1 Optimus I like more. Anyway, we're here to talk about the Decepticons, not the filthy Autobots. Yeah, there we go. It has a lot of moving parts on this figure too. Okay, let's get the Soundwave right here. This is our core class Soundwave. Not much to say about this figure. He does have hollow calves again, but I mean, you gotta make the figures cheap. All right, so there is our core class Soundwave that transforms into a cassette tape, actually. And really cool thing about this is that this opens up, and whoa, we have Laserbeak. Forgot the name of the other one. I'm so sorry. Forgot the name, but there he has his iconic mask and like his shades. I know they're not shades, they just look like it. It looks like a controller. Next up, I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. It's something Shadow, something Stealth Shadow. Sorry, I forgot his name. I'm forgetting a lot of their names, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys are screaming at me through your screens right now. Yeah, Shadow something. Okay, and another core class figure, we have Vertebrake. Oh, see? I got it, bro. Vertebrake. I remembered, okay? This is the core class Vertebrake. We were looking at a lot of... Oh, he's not a Decepticon. Dude, I totally forgot. I was just picking up things I saw in the box. Okay, anyway, he's not a Decepticon. We're looking at him anyway. This is yeah, there we go. There's his head sculpt, core class Vertebrake. Really cool. He turns into like this bony dinosaur T-Rex thing. Oops, not a Decepticon. So sorry. Totally forgot. Okay, this is a Megatron I bought from a yard sale. Like, I was just walking by and I saw that they had this Megatron. I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. Really cool gimmick with this though is that he can do this. So he does have this exploding thing that actually doesn't come out. So it's really cool. You can just push it back in, push this button, and it shoots out, which is really awesome. And the transformation's easy. It's like a couple steps. Let's do it right now, actually. So you have to flick his feet out like that, and then this opens up, and then his head goes there, and his feet get locked there, and there. That's literally it. And you can unlock his arms, so you can make Megatron shoot his cannon like this, boom, and it goes out. Though I wish it was purple. I mean, dude, like, I can't complain. This is really fun. This is really fun to play with. Okay, I'll stop. Another Megatron with a gimmick is this one right here. So his cannon doesn't shoot anything. It does spin though. His cannon doesn't shoot anything, but it's this ball. It's this ball right here that the gimmick starts. So it's like a you pull this tab back and then the ball shoots out. The mace shoots out. So like this. Boom. Got this at a yard sale too. It was this friendly little kid that sold this to me. Little businessman. Or you can push it forward too. Yeah, so there we are, Megatron. Oh, the leg articulation is actually pretty good. I didn't know that. And he has knee joints? No way. Yo, cool. Okay, this figure is just like 20 times better now because I just figured out the articulation on the legs is a lot better than I thought. No way, his arms go outwards too. Oh, not this one. Okay, wow, this figure is a lot better than I thought. Oh, okay, so the gimmick is you pull this tab back and he starts swinging his mace. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Cool. Okay, this is my new favorite Megatron figure, guys. Okay, and we have this is the one I was talking about earlier, the glossy silver Megatron from Transformers Prime. I have a lot of Transformers Prime figures here. So yeah, not much to say. There's his jet form, and his head sticks out really funny. Because in the show, I chuckled a bit when I noticed his head actually sticks out when you transform him. It's like as if he has to see, as if his head has to be out there. It's really nice. It's a funny, really iconic design of the Transformers Prime Megatron vehicle form. Awesome. All right, I know you've all been waiting for this. This is our leader class Starscream. A lot of gimmicks here. He actually opens his mouth. It doesn't have any more batteries because this would usually light up and make noise, but no more batteries. I think the mechanism is broken too. And this actually flips out, if I can remember how to do it. Here. Boom. So it's like the leader class Ironhide that I showed you guys in my Autobots mystery box. Again, video in the description down below. Shameless plug. Okay, so yeah, it flips out just like that, just like the leader class Ironhide. And same thing on the other hand. But this one is more of a minigun or a Gatling gun, and this one's like a double missile launcher. Really nice. This is really big, guys. This is my hand for comparison. Yep, pretty big, pretty heavy too. This one came out in like, I think 2010, 2011. Don't quote me on that. Okay. Nice. I really like the jet form of this figure as well. It looks really good. I did transform it recently. I think I'll find it. I'll link it in the description again. All right, we are complete, guys. I think this is this is Soundwave's shoulder cannon. The core class Soundwave there. I didn't miss it. I remembered, guys. All right, and Leaf. All right, you guys know what time it is, bro. Let's bring out the Devastator. All right, so we have all the pieces of Exodia. I mean, the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, Devastator right here. Where is Mixmaster? Let's get that later. Anyway, let's put them all together now. That's all you gotta do. Boom! And we can flip this down to open his mouth. I am Devastator! Then he's gonna start inhaling a pyramid or something. Ooh, he's gonna start devastating a pyramid. So there is the Supreme Class Devastator. I remember when this first came out, when Revenge of the Fallen came out. What an awesome big figure. Though I wish I had the Studio Series Devastator. This one is really cool too. There's a lot of details. There's a lot going on in this. Like you can tell, like if you look at one part, it's like you can appreciate the beauty of, for example, his leg. And then if you look at his arm, it's like a whole nother thing. It's like looking at a poster with a lot going on. It's like a painting. I love this figure so much. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, smash that subscribe button, hit like, and make sure to turn on the bell so you never miss another upload. Anyway, this has been Captain Brent. Peace.